Regular viewers of this program know the story of the border agents Ramos and Compean, brave men who tried to keep you and me safe from gun-toting smugglers and keep them out of the country. But instead of praise, our country gave them jail time, over 10 years apiece. Tara Setmeyer has been on this story with us for a very long time. She's the communications director for Congressman Dana Rohrabacher. She also met with Agent Ramos in prison yesterday. How's he doing?
He's hanging in there. I mean, we can only imagine what it's like in solitary confinement 23 out of 24 hours a day. He's mentally exhausted. Physically, he looks a little bit better, but he's just mentally exhausted. And he wanted me to send you a quick note. He's not allowed to have anything on him, so I took notes, and I just want to read this to you really quickly.
Sure.
He says, sincerest thanks to you, Glenn, for keeping the story going and fighting for us. You keep this story alive. Please don't let anyone forget us. Waiting inside this box is just unimaginable. Please don't let anyone forget us, and God bless you.
Well, we're not alone in trying to help people make sure that they remember both of our border agents. I think they're our first political prisoners. What is it actually like in solitary confinement?
You know, this is my fourth visit. I've visited him twice when he was in Mississippi and twice now in Phoenix, and I've actually seen his cell. I've seen the segregation units, and he's in a box, literally. He has about a 6-inch window. His rec time is at 6 in the morning when it used to be during the day, so at least he had sunshine. Now it's at 6 in the morning, so he's essentially in his cell all day and all night.
What is his, what are the guards like with him? Does he, you know, are the guards sympathetic or not?
Well, unfortunately, his guards, we've run into some trouble where they've editorialized at times saying things like, we're sick and tired of this guy thinking he's special. And as his advocate, I've made sure that the Bureau of Prisons is aware of this type of treatment and that we don't appreciate it.
Didn't you just have the director of the Bureau of Prisons out just the other day, and it wasn't really sympathetic?
No, he wasn't, and he actually had no plans on visiting Mr. Ramos. He was going there on a routine staff workshop, and I found out, and I said, wait a minute, you mean to tell me the director's not going to go and visit one of the most high-profile prisoners in custody right now? And told me no. So we made some phone calls, and we miraculously, a visit was put on the director's schedule, and he was less than accommodating. Nacho told me he felt talked down to.
He looks so warm there, standing behind the podium. He looks like a warm chum.
Well, you know what? I thought it was important for Director Lappin, Harley Lappin, to go and see Nacho so that he could look into the eyes of an innocent man who he's directly responsible for keeping in solitary confinement.
Is there any chance? What's the status on the appeal? I know it's going to the Fifth Circuit Court. Any chance?
Well, we're still waiting, and unfortunately, it's difficult. Nacho actually says that patience has been a forced virtue for him, and that's pretty much for everyone. We're just waiting patiently. We think that's a good sign. That means that the judges are really taking a hard look at this, and we think that that means they're looking to either overturn the entire case or remand it back to trial.
Well, that's good news if that actually happens. Tara,
sure.
Thank you very much. We'll talk again. Don't forget.